Hi, this is Don with the Chloe Sanctuary for Parrots and Cockatoos and Cockatude. We'd love to have you as a member. Please sign up at www.patreon.com/Chloe Sanctuary to give us a donation for the videos that we make. That helps the birds here and helps us keep creating content that you can enjoy and learn from. To get the full episodes of Cockatude, you need to join. We also have other fun things like our live meetings, which you can participate in twice a week. And we have forums that you can join and ask questions and become part of a community that talks about lots of stuff and helps to decide what our next episodes are going to be. So come on down and become a member.
Science knowledge only adds to the excitement, the mystery, and the awe of a flower.
Evidence is evidence. It's public. Everybody can look at the evidence and assess it, and eventually, if there's enough evidence, come to the same conclusion.
The Chloe Sanctuary for Parrots and Cockatoos, a nonprofit charity dedicated to the empowerment of captive parrots and public awareness.
Hi, welcome to Cockatude, Cockatoos with Attitude. Hi, Bob. And friend, Marley, what are you doing? Today we have with us Babaloo. I've been working on getting most of them in the same room. Right now the only one I can't get in here is Pippa, because she just goes crazy and tries to attack Bob. Bob goes a little crazy too, but I can calm him down after a while. So today we're going to talk about training your parrot. Takes more than a carrot and a stick. Okay? So this is another one of our training series. So there's a lot of mystery around applied behavior analysis, which is what I practice with these birds. Okay? But I'm going to try to simplify it. I will give you some of the technical terms, but at the same point I'm going to try to simplify it so you get the idea how it works. Right, Bob? Right, Babaloo? Big Bob. Big pain in the rear. He was chasing everyone around. I had to run around here and try to slow him down so he wouldn't attack everybody. Right, Bob? I know, the cameras make it worse. I've been getting them into this room and they've been doing pretty well. As soon as I put the cameras in, though, they'll have to act a little crazy. Right, Peach? The hardest one to get in here was Pippa, and it didn't succeed today. Cause is in here. So that's amazing. But we have Cause, we have Marley, Peaches, Luce, the Lucy girl, Lorelei, Snowball, Cecil. What are you doing, Sal? And Sugar. No, we're not going to do that, Bob. We're not. No, Bob. We're not going to. We're not. You're not going to. No, you're not going to mess with her either. No. 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 This is the stick part, okay? I'm trying to reduce the behavior. In this case, Lorelei likes to taunt Cause. Cause, you don't need to get on my shoulder. It's a good way for me to lose my face. Not because Cause is going to bite my face, but because other birds are going to try to get her. What are you doing up there, you big silliness? You want to get in this fray? Well, you can come over if you want to. Be nice, Bob. Be nice. Babaloo. Be nice to the mander. No, Lucy, don't. No, Luce. Lorelei, be nice. Babaloo? Be nice. Be nice. Okay. Good girl. What are you doing up there, Snowball? Just watching all the craziness? That figures. So you'll get to see a little of what I'm teaching. This is Lorelei. That's actually Cecil over there. But Cecil, good boy. Good boy, Cecil. Lorelei. In this room, she gets a little bit crazy with going after Cause. She gets a little crazy. She'll chase after Cause, that kind of thing. Right now, Mander was looking for some preening. How do I know this? I've seen it so many times. And there's Lorelei preening Mander. Bob, how are you doing down there, boy? All right. You calm down a bit? Did you calm down a bit? Okay. It's easy for you to say, Marley. Okay, so applied behavior analysis is basically what you're doing is you're observing the behavior of a bird or any animal, but you're observing behavior and then trying to figure out the function of that behavior. For example, when you see somebody walk up to a Coke machine, they got change in their hand, they start putting change in the machine, they aren't doing that behavior for the fun of it. They're doing it to get something out of the Coke machine, right? So that's the kind of thing we're doing. We're observing to figure out what the function of the behavior is. You could also call it purpose. We like the word function, but you can call it purpose. So the purpose of the behavior is to get a Coke out of the Coke machine for the guy who's got the change and is not putting it in, right? And in the case of Mander here, when he comes over and leans his head at Lorelei, it's to get preened. Or when he comes up, like he did up here a little bit ago, puts his beak out for my finger, that's not to bite me. That's a known behavior. That behavior is to lift me up and bring me over. Marley, what do you want? You're chatty today. That's a great... Can you say more than No, I guess not. Okay. Now, such behaviors as Cause will try to get over here and form a territory. She wants... Bob Alou, no! Bob Alou, no! Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Come on. Easy, easy, easy. It's all right. It's all right. You stop chasing Cause. You okay, Cause? All right. Gently, gently, gently. Lorelei, gentle. 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 That's your clothes eating routine. All right. Mander, where are you going? Cause. Back off right now, Cause. Bob. Relax. Easy. Calm. Calm. So what we're trying to do is to observe behavior, figure out the function of what they're doing. You know, putting the change in the machine to get the Coke, right? We're looking to see what is driving the behavior. In this case, getting the Coke for the person. Cause getting over here to sit on my shoulder. That she keeps flying over here trying to do that. Bob doesn't want her to. Now, I can't read his mind, but his behavior is such that he chases her out of the area. This is territoriality. He tends to sit on my left side wherever I am and try to be territorial, to make a territory out of it. He's even getting a little territorial right now with Cecil, although he's not probably going to do anything about it. He'll stretch his beak a certain way and look as if he doesn't want someone in the area. This is just what it looks like to me. What I see here is territoriality because he's established a section that he wants to be in. Now, applied behavior analysis is a deep study. It's a college course you can take. Originally it was developed to work with, or most prominently used to work with children who are autistic. And these guys, being raised the way they are by humans, not knowing their own kind, they're functionally autistic. They have a lot of the signs of autism, but they're not born that way. You're not going to have born at all. They're hatched. They're not hatched that way. They get that way because they miss steps in their development. that they would get in the wild. These guys have a year and a half juvenile dependency period where they learn from their mother and father, their siblings in the flock. They don't have that. So it just does something to the wiring in the head. It doesn't work right, okay? So there is some terminology that we use. Okay, we don't say, I hear people say, well, I command the dog to do something. We don't use the word command, we cue. We provide a cue that signals to the bird that something that it wants, what we call a reward often, but something the bird wants, a reinforcer that bird wants, will be available. Okay? So a cue says, this is available if you do that. All right? So we have terminology for a reason. We don't want to say command. You don't give an animal a command to do something. You give them a cue. That cue is a trigger. You will see people use finger cues. Okay? They'll do certain things with their hands, like they'll go like this to a bird, and the bird will bob its head. They've learned that cue means that if they do this, they get whatever reward they want. Now, with some birds, that reward may be as simple as a pet. Roman, who I can't bring in here yet, I've been working with him in here by himself, but I haven't been able to get him in with a group. Like Peaches has trouble moving around because of the fused vertebrae in her neck, but Roman has a problem because he had feathers removed so that he couldn't fly. Don't ever do that to a bird. It's bad enough if people clip them. Because if you got fight or flight and you take away flight, what do you got? Just fight, right? It makes sense, but people do it anyway. They think, well, my bird could get away. Well, if you teach your bird to come back, you teach it to come back when you call it. Like a dog, it will come back. Okay? I've seen it myself. And they have places where you can go where you can spend a week or two and train your birds in long aviaries for recall training. But okay. The reason we have these terminologies is a common ground in understanding. When I say cue, another person who practices bird training will know what I mean. Okay. And because science uses exact terms. Science is such that you want exact terms so everybody knows they're on the same page. All right. We don't use those terms to make us look larger in life. You know, we're better than everybody else because we use cue instead of command. No. It's a matter of uniform communication, dedicated communication. So, now we have methods, and there are reasons we use those methods, okay? The primary method of applied behavior analysis is what's called a functional analysis. If you put it in simple terms, you are looking at what a bird does to see what that behavior, what the function of that behavior is in their life. If a bird comes over, such as Sal did earlier, and he came over and put his head down in front of Lorelei, that particular behavior is looking for the reward of being preened. Okay? If he opens his beak and leans toward me, that generally means put your finger out and help him come over where he wants to go. He has a twisted pelvis. He doesn't move around terribly well. Roman. Beautiful song, Peaches. Roman. Stop it, Bob. Calm down. Yeah, okay, show me the wood. That's fine. Where was I? Anyway. So we're looking for... I'm going to lose myself here and there because I haven't had all these birds in this room doing a video in quite a while. I've had smaller groups, but not almost all of them at the same time, so I have to be a little more cognizant of what's going on. But the method is you look for the function, you observe to find out what the function of the behavior is, okay? And from that observation, you are able to, and when you figure out that they're doing it for a particular reason, or at least that's what you think they're doing, then you test that theory to see if indeed that's why they're doing it. In other words, if I put my finger out and Sal wants to come out over onto my lap, well, obviously, that's why he's opening his beak and leaning forward. So I proved that theory that he opens his beak and leans forward so that he can come over. Another bird might open their beak and lean forward because they're lunging. All right? There are certain signs that you can see in a bird like that, like the feathers behind the neck going up, right? Or eye pinning with true parrots, you know, Amazons and macaws and that kind of thing. So the eye pinning is like the crest going up. The thing is, with a cockatoo, the crest can go up because they're excited for good reasons. Oh wow, I see something I like. Same with the parrot. But it'll be the eye pinning for that. Or it could be eye pinning with the feathers on the back of the neck up, which is, I'm not happy with this situation. I am either territorial or afraid. Okay? So, you have to learn these things by working, and sometimes you're going to end up with a little wound here and there, but that's the way it works. So we have our methods, and the reason for those methods are they work. We can't read their minds, so what we do is we work with observable behavior. That's the only thing we actually have to work with, observable behavior. Bob, calm down. Now here, what I was targeting is Bob stretched his body up. He's on my arm, so I could feel him stretch his body up, and then Cause got where he could see her. No, Bob, back off. So I knew that there was a potential for some territorial behavior, which will generally be him leaping at Cause, and he could leap right across my face to get Cause. So I will try to block him with my hand, which is my signal to him. That's a hand signal. Do not go past this point. And then be calm. I'll use the word calm. Okay. If you say calm to them, they understand, at least in context, that they're expected to do a certain behavior. Okay. In this case, it's not be too excited or back off, that kind of thing. So, with functional analysis, we are observing behavior to figure out what the function of that behavior is. They're putting money in the machine to get the Coke. They're putting their beak out to get you to pick them up and take them where they want to go. Okay? They're squawking because this is the time they usually get fed, and they haven't been fed for a while. With Roman, he's starting to whine because his movies aren't being played. He wants me to put another movie on. So you observe, you make a hypothesis. They're doing it for this reason, and then you test it. So if I put my finger out and he acted like he was actually going to bite me, or he bit me, then when I was doing that with Salamander, that would tell me that my analysis was wrong, and I'd run in and get a Band-Aid, right? Although Sal's not going to bite me. Sal will bite you only if you turn your butt to him. If you turn your rear, no, Bob. If you turn your rear to him, then he doesn't like that, so he'll bite you. Or if you're holding a beer bottle. He seems to hate beer bottles. I think I know why, but we don't need to get into that. So, everything is done by organisms for a reason. We're hungry, so we eat. We're tired, so we sleep. We're afraid, so we run away or we fight. Okay? We're bored, so we play. These are things we do, and it's things that they do as well. Now, the problem with our human minds is we cloud our awareness with things we think we know, when we don't necessarily. There's a 2-minute video I keep urging everyone to watch. It's 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes out of your day and watch the Whodunit video on YouTube. And you're supposed to figure out who committed the murder, and they walk through talking about each of the people who's standing there. And at the end of that video, if you don't realize that you aren't observing behavior the way you think you are, you've got a problem. Because I've yet to meet one person who's watched that video and went, I saw everything. Okay? I figured it out. Because we're not built that way. So we often have to observe. We have to film a behavior, and capture some film of it. Watch the video over and over and over again, and if maybe the 20th time you watch that 5-minute video, or the 30th time, you'll go, oh, now I see what caused it. I didn't catch this thing that happened here, or I didn't catch this thing that happened there. Be good, Bob. Hi, Lorelei. Bob, I've got to lean forward for a second. It's all right, Bob. Let me lean forward. I've got to do this, okay? Now, for example, where we see things we think we see, but we don't. You look up in the sky and you see, oh, that cloud looks like a horse. No, it doesn't. That's your mind making a horse out of a cloud. Clouds don't turn themselves into the shapes of horses. Okay? I hear you. We look up on we look at the moon and we see a face in the moon. Well, there's no face in the moon. That's what, Peach? Peaches. You want to come down? Is that what you want? All right. Usually if she's up on a perch and she starts singing a lot, she wants to come down. Where do you want to go? You want to go up here?